Hiya.
Hello.
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 25th of July, 2018. And man, it's hot. And we can't have the fans on while we're recording because it makes noise. So I should have gotten my fan so we can fan each other randomly.
That also makes noise. It makes a click, 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 click.
Well, we could fan each other between the segments. This is episode 304. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, nobody introduced themselves in the Ravelry group this week. Why don't you tell them what they should do and why?
You should join our Ravelry group and introduce yourself in our introductions thread, because you'll get a shout out on our next episode and be able to participate in all our owls and giveaways.
That's right. Well, we have a decent amount of stuff to talk about. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm knitting.
I'm knitting too. So we probably should get started. Here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what is on our needles.
What's on your needles, Dammy?
So, I'm working on, I just picked what seemed like the easiest one, the first pattern for my Hadestown collection, and I have gotten so far on it.
Well, but you've been sewing patches on your backpack.
Yeah.
During time you would normally be knitting.
Yeah.
Are you almost done with that?
I have like half of Ariel left to do. I might see if I can finish her today.
Yeah, that would be good. Cool.
My fingers get tired.
Yes, that's why I bought you thimbles.
What
What did you tell us about these socks?
These are going to be the Orpheus socks. They're on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. The yarn I'm using is from the Golden Skein. It's dye 4 yarn, merino silk. I know that's not something you would normally make socks out of, but no one's wearing the sample, and it's Orpheus colors. And the Spouting Lava colorway, so it's red and black.
Beautiful.
And I'm knitting the sample toe-up, but I don't know the pattern I'm going to do yet on the actual foot and leg, but whatever it does, I will make it so it can be done cuffed down too.
Awesome.
I was just like, I don't know what pattern I'm going to do yet, but the toe comes first before the pattern.
There
so
you go. Knit
I'll
that
do
toe. Knit that toe.
And that's all I'm working on.
Other than sewing patches on your backpack.
Yeah.
When you get all done, we should show it.
Yeah.
Because you've got like badges and stuff to put on it too.
So what are you working on?
I technically have 4 things on the needles right now. Technically. I'll explain in a minute. So first up is my 10 stitch zigzag blanket, which let me just, if you are new or if you just want to be reminded, let me tell you what my name of my blanket
Why
is.
do you choose the hot day to do
Sorry.
this and take more time?
When you think I'll zig, I'll zag. Then when you think I'm going to zag, I do zag just to mess you up for the next time when I might zig blanket. 10 bonus points that don't mean anything if you recognize that as a Gilmore Girls reference. So this is the 10 stitch zigzag pattern by Frankie Brown. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's on US 4's 3.5 mil needles, and I'm currently knitting with Mint Rain, Tough Sock, and the Hufflepuff colorway. I'm actually a zigzag behind, but I will catch up because I won't be able to knit a zigzag tonight either because I've got a knitting group. So I will knit 3 zigzags on Thursday, and I'll be caught back up. So, because I do 1 a day, except for on the day that I finish the stripe. So I do the 20th zigzag and then the first one of the next stripe. But I think I'm over halfway done with this stripe. I might be finished with this stripe by next week. We'll see. Then the next thing on my needles is the cathedral wrap for Dammy's 19th birthday.
For my what?
What? This is the cathedral wrap by Joji Locatelli. And it's on US 6's 4 mil needles. The yarn is getting all twisted around it. And this is Knit Pick Stroll hand painted in the Borealis colorway. So I've just barely started.
Well, it's pretty.
It is so pretty. So the yarn is like maroon and purple and teal. I don't know. There you can kind of see the color. So I think I've only done like 10 rows. I did this all at knit night last week. I'll probably take it and work on it again tonight. So, I have 3 skeins of the yarn to knit. We'll cross our fingers that I have it done by your birthday. If not, will you still love me?
Maybe.
Okay, good. And then, okay, so the project that is technically still on the needles is my...
It's not a tapestry needle.
No, it's still, the stitches that I have not grafted are still on needles.
All right.
So this is my new design called A Walk in the Park cowl. It's on US 4's 3.5 mil needles. I didn't even bring the yarn over here, but it's Black Trillium lilt sock in the Ablaze colorway, which is the pink one, and then the Black Trillium lilt sock gradient in the Crater colorway, which is black to a pale gray. So I have finished knitting the entire cowl, and I have grafted about half of the stitches. So yeah, so I just need to finish grafting, and then it will be off the needles. I sent out the pattern to a couple of test knitters. I know some people that normally would test for me don't have time because of like some life events or just because summer is crazy. So if you would be interested in test knitting this and you're not already on my test knitting newsletter, PM me, Java Pearl on Ravelry, and we can chat about it, because I would like to have a couple more testers at least. So it's quite a lot of yardage to knit, but it's stockinette with some simple color work. So it's something you can knit with other people around. It's not one of those you have to like focus on until you're ready to graft. And then as soon as I finish that, what will be going on the needles is my new Outlander wrap that I'm doing with Julia Pendius Jewels. I was just charting out part of the pattern this morning. So, and then the final thing on the needles is what I was actually just knitting on. These are the 21st anniversary socks for the hubs, because we'll be celebrating 21 years in September. This is my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. It's on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is, let me butcher this, Steinbach Wool Active Effect in the red, white, blue colorway. How's that sound?
Sure.
So it's a self-striping kind of. So yeah, the hubs likes red, so that's why I chose this one out of my stash to knit with. And that is everything that is on my needles right now. So why don't we move on to see what I finished this week.
See, it makes noise.
I know. I'm just being funny. Okay,
now we're going to talk about what her finished projects are.
So I have 2 this week. First up is my niece Lola's 10th birthday hat.
Look at that.
Look at that pom-pom. This is the Lowlands pattern by Tin Can Knits on US 7's 4.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Cascade Yarns Casablanca in the fall colorway. So you start here and you knit this piece the whole way around, and then you seam it, and then you pick up stitches and do up. So it fits me, but Lola has a ton of hair, so I think that it will be just the right size for her with her multitudes of hair. So finish that. Her birthday is in September, so I have time to get it sent out to her. And then this is this week's Preemie Hat pattern, or Preemie Hat, number 29 for the year. It's from my free top-down Preemie Hat pattern on Ravelry. It's on US 6's 4 mil needles, and the yarn is, I held a strand of each together. Knit Picks palette in the Coriander Heather colorway, and Pandia's Jewels Snugtacular in the Night Bloom colorway. It's pretty. I really like how it turned out. So there's that. So with those 2 projects, that gives me 3,399.2 meters done, but I have not added in a Walk in the Park cowl yardage yet. So I think that's around 1,000 meters. So that will get me over halfway to 7,000. So we'll see. I know I'm going to hit 5,000. I have no worries about that, but we'll see if I can hit 7,000 or not. I think we have about a month to go for Stash Dash. So, yeah, so I probably will have these socks done, and that'll be some more good yardage, and yeah, we will see what happens. So that's everything I finished this week, so I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are Yummies, Dammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So do you want to start?
Sure. So, I got a Samwise figure last week. This is the second one. This one is mine now. And he came with this.
Which is what Daddy wanted.
Gandalf, yes.
So you bought a Sam for the hubs.
Yeah, I asked him, who's your favorite Lord of the Rings character? Sam. I really like Sam. Sam comes. I'd take a Gandalf.
And then it was cheaper to buy Sam and Gandalf together.
Then just Gandalf.
Than just Gandalf alone. So.
Big Gandalf, small Sam for me, because I also like Sam.
Yes.
Okay. No more Lord of the Rings figures for him.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know what's up there that she might want. She's staring at my desk.
She's gonna jump on it.
No, she won't jump on it. No, she's going to her food.
Okay.
And water.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, Dammy surprised me this week with another keychain, and I already put it on my bag. Look at that adorable Winnie the Pooh on my side-by-side Friends Forever
I finally found
bag. I love him. He's so cute. I screamed, didn't I, when you gave him to me? Mm-hmm. I did. I was so excited.
You were scared because I was holding him behind my back.
I was like, what's going on? What are we doing here? But you also got a keychain for you.
Yes. Because the same seller had her. Well, Ariel.
With Flounder.
And Flower.
She's so cute.
She's going to go on my backpack too.
She's so cute.
So Quasimodo and Esmeralda and Rapunzel and Ariel will all be on my backpack.
You will be so fantastic.
Yes, I will. I already am fantastic.
You are fantastic. So, our sweet friend Penny,
Shima.
I was going to say of Little Acorn Creations.
Oh, well, I just know Penny Shima because that's her Instagram username.
Her Ravelry name is just Penny.
Penny? Wow.
She sent a parcel.
Wow.
That says that this is for Penny. This is from Penny for Pink Pearl. Mm-hmm. She said, it goes by various names, Tail End, Mouse Butts, and Cat Toy, and may Miss Pink Pearl enjoy in health and happiness. This adorable little cat toy. So it's
a mouse butt.
It is. It's so
And
funny.
now I'm calling Pink Miss Mousebutt.
So she has been batting it around the dining room floor.
She has yet to pick it up in her mouth and go, "Mama, ow," with it, but
she's looking at you, or she was. She was like, "What was that noise?"
Ow,
She's drinking water. She is remembering to hydrate in this heat.
Mm-hmm.
Good
and
girl.
she comes running when she hears the freezer open, because that means ice cubes.
Yes. So she loves her
Like,
ice water.
Ice cubes for me?
Ice for Pink?
I should just give her a bowl of ice cubes and say, "You want some water? Wait."
You got a parcel in the post this week.
I did, from I Love Lux on Ravelry, who is Leslie. Leslie went to see Mean Girls on Broadway, and she sent me her playbill.
What's the paper inside it?
Today's cast.
Oh, okay. Do we know any of these people?
No. Well, I know them, you don't know them.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then she also sent me buttons/badges from the Mean Girls souvenir.
I want that.
I might give you this one, maybe.
But not the pink. What's it say? Don't be fooled by the pink.
'Cause they're mean. You're not mean.
I know
They wear pink, but you're not mean. I might give you this one.
I'm a cool mom.
Maybe.
Is that true?
Maybe.
Maybe it's true?
Maybe. Maybe. All I'm gonna say is maybe.
I try to be a cool mom.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, that's
Okay.
it.
Thank you, Leslie, for sending that for Dammy.
Mm-hmm.
That was very sweet of her. All right, well then I think
I also like My Fair Lady on Broadway too. And Once on This Island revival directed by Michael Arden.
You just want anybody...
And Phantom of the Opera, currently starring Ellie Ewalt and Ben Crawford and J.A. Johnson.
So pretty much anybody who's going to a Broadway show, you want them to send you the playbill.
Or an off-Broadway show. I'm not particular.
They're very funny. Very funny. All right, well, I think that's everything except for, let's talk about now, hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month. So you take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and post it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram.
And we released the August list since we recorded last. Part of it is a celebration of our podiversary.
Bye, baby.
6 years at the end of August. And just lots of other fun things like that. So, we hope you'll join in on that. So, what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. So those are our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. It's never too late to join in.
Participate.
You take a look at the prompts for today. So for example, let's see, what is today's prompt?
You already looked it up and now you forgot.
Oh, 12 o'clock. I set an alarm so I would not forget.
You set an alarm for midnight?
No, for an hour and 13 minutes from now. Which I am pretty about 99% sure I will be editing the podcast when that comes around.
And we can get Pink Pearl up on the table with you.
No, she is not allowed on tables.
She jumps on that one sometimes. She wants in that window, but we never open that window.
Yeah. So you take a look at the prompt for the day. You interpret it however you wish. We're very cheater friendly on this. You take the photo, you post it on Instagram. Make sure in your caption you put hashtag GGKCraftyPad, and yours might get chosen. If you're participating in GGK Crafty Pad and you have a private account, you need to make sure Dammy's Doodles is following you. So just send her a private message, because otherwise we can't see your photos. So, and you might get chosen. So, and the only upcoming event I have is the English paper piecing class I'm taking in October. So still a ways off, but I'm very excited for it. So,
what's after that?
Your birthday.
Yeah.
Is that an event I'll be attending?
Well,
I don't know.
you said you would get me an Ariel cake.
I don't remember saying this.
You did!
I will get you one, but I don't remember
I'm
saying
not
it.
just saying it. You did say.
Okay.
If I was here, you would get me an Ariel cake.
Okay. I will figure something out. Yeah.
I'm going to be
So
Ariel for Halloween.
So what is going to happen for my birthday?
So many things.
So many things. I'll be 41.
Do you still like me? Can you still see me? Now I'm 41.
All right. Let's move on to the next segment.
now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
What are you reading?
So I finished reading Anne of Green Gables.
Then why did you take it out? I have to put that.
I took out Green Gables and put Avonlea.
Yes, but I need to put that you finished reading it in the show notes.
Whoops.
So did you cry?
Yes.
Matthew died.
Yes. And now I'm reading for the first time Anne of Avonlea by Ellen Montgomery. I haven't gotten super far in it. I think I just started it.
Okay. And what else are you reading?
The Glass Scientists, which is a webcomic by Sabrina Coutingo.
Yes. Are you getting your 15 minutes a day in?
Yes.
15 minutes a day keeps
The doctor away.
Keeps, I don't know.
Illiteracy away.
There you go.
If you don't read for a while, you forget how to read.
It's like riding a bike. If you get back on, though, you'll remember.
You're gonna get on a book.
What am I referencing with the 15 minutes a day?
Get hooked on reading. With the July, August, September RAL read-along.
Yes. So this is a challenge for you to read 15 minutes a day. You can read whatever you want. Books, audiobooks, ebooks, magazines, newspapers, comic books, graphic novels, blogs, I don't care what you read. As long as you're reading 15 minutes a day. There is a finish line thread in the Ravelry group where you post once and then you edit it. The minimum you need to do is put that you read that 15 minutes that day. If you want to be more specific and give it an exact number of minutes, if you want to include what you're reading, that's fine. But the minimum is that you've read the 15 minutes. If you read 88 of the 92 days of the RAL, you'll be entered into one or more giveaway for any one of our ebooks. You'll get a 20% off a single pattern coupon code, and you will get a virtual badge. If you read 61 of the 92 days, you'll be entered into one or more giveaways for any of our single patterns, and you'll get a virtual badge. Those are the only two categories. I don't have time to make badges for 61, 71, 84, 88, 91, 92.
93 and a half.
No. So you'll either be in the 88 category, 88 plus category, or the 61 plus category. Okay? If you're posting on social media, you can use the hashtag GGKRAL18 to tell us what you're reading. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am still reading The Soul of Shame, Retelling the Stories We Believe About Ourselves by Kurt Thompson. I have 2 chapters left, but his chapters are long, like 30 plus pages long. So, and it's very intense, so I'm having to read it like in 10-page segments. So, but I think I probably will have it finished by next week. I just started reading Night, which is the first book in the Night trilogy by Ellie Wiesel. So my friend Mel recommended it to me. And it is about him as a Jew in the concentration camps and how he survived and all that. And we started talking about it because we were talking about that we had watched Schindler's List. So I picked it up from the library, and I just read like the foreword. So I'm barely into it. I'm continuing to reread Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's / Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling, along with the Harry Potter and the Sacred Text podcast and the Swish and Flick and All Potter podcast. So I'm almost caught up with the Swish and Flick so that I'm on the right number of podcasts for each of them so that I can keep reading. And then fiction-wise, I finished reading Long Gone by Alafair Burke. All these books this week that are fiction were all mystery, thriller, suspense ones. So Long Gone by Alafair Burke. I read A Killer's Mind, which is the first book in the Zoe Bentley mystery series by Mike Omer. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And I was like, oh, I want to read the second one. And went to look, and it's not going to be released until 2019. And then I read all 3 books of the Samantha Kincaid series by Alafair Burke. And then from the Ellie Hatcher series by Alafair Burke, I read books 3 and 4, and I just started book 5. I'm really, really enjoying her writing. I'm going to be sad to get to a place where I've read all of her books. So, yeah. So that is what I've been reading. Very suspense thriller, figuring out who done it. All right, watching wise, do you want to start with the first couple of things?
We finished watching season 2 of Timeless, and we can't get a confirmation because, like, fans raise money for SDCC to have a helicopter fly over with a renewed Timeless banner. And, like, it was top trending during SDCC.
Oh.
And I'm sad about it.
Because they totally left it on a cliffhanger. So either it needs to be renewed or they need to do, like, a movie to tie up the loose ends. Even if it's a TV movie, that's fine.
It would be only a TV movie. Or, like, they wouldn't do, like, TV movie. Like, 2-hour special. 3-hour special. 13-hour special. AKA full season.
Well, the reason I said a TV movie instead of a cinema movie is because, like, Firefly, the Serenity was a cinema movie.
Yeah.
So, I still am sad about Firefly. Why can't we renew it now? Can we have another season of Firefly now?
What?
I know, me too. I'm like, oh, and the Hubs does too. He's like, there's no more, and we were like, no, that's how it ended, and it got canceled.
He knows we're sad about it, so he's teasing us.
Yes. So since we finished that, what did we start watching?
We started watching Sleepy Hollow, season 1.
Yes. We're about like 4.
I think it also got canceled, and I didn't realize, because apparently the last season, they did some stuff that a lot of people didn't like character-wise.
Yeah, so it made, I think there's 5 seasons of it, if I'm remembering.
There was only 3.
No, I think there's 5. Sleepy Hollow. There's 62 episodes, 4 seasons.
Okay.
So it ended last year, March 2017. 62 episodes. So, but I figured out while we were watching that one of the producers and writers of the show he also was a producer and writer for Stargate. I love that show. So, yeah, so we just started watching that. Like I said, we're only like 4 or so episodes in on that one. I am continuing to watch Longmire. I finished watching season 5, and I'm watching season 6, which is the final season. So I think I have like 7 more episodes maybe. So, yes. All right, you talk about the next one, even though you don't like what I wrote.
I just thought it was funny. So we're watching season 6 of Elementary, and in the most recent episode,
last week's episode.
In last week's episode, apparently Sherlock snoozed Moriarty until his father's death.
Yes. How would you have worded it?
I don't know. Held her off. Made a deal. I wouldn't have used snooze. I don't press snooze.
I don't either.
I just stop it, and then I get up, or occasionally I accidentally go back to sleep, and then wake up later freaking out.
Yes. Yeah, so we haven't watched this week's episode because I was gone last night. So we'll watch it. We can't watch it tonight. Tomorrow night. We'll watch it. Do you want to talk about the next one, or do you want me to?
You can.
Okay, we're watching season 3 of Colony. So Bram took Gracie. The Outliers retrieved Kynes, but he was shot in the process, and Will is hurt too.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't think there's very much more of it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't remember when it's...
You should just keep
IMDb open. I know.
Dun, 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 dun.
This might be the final episode of this season. On tonight.
Wow.
Let me go over to the... I don't have the Wikipedia app on my phone. I have it on my iPad. What is the cat doing? Talk amongst yourself. Colony.
I was trying to wait until this segment
What is she?
I have no idea. I need to go check on her.
What was your cat doing?
I had left my cereal bowl on my nightstand, and she was trying to get into it because there was a little bit of milk left in it.
Silly cat. Yes, so the episode that's on tonight is the season 3 finale, and I don't know if it's canceled. This is it.
Yikes.
The hub's going to be very disappointed because he really, really loves Colony. That's a bummer. I hope they didn't leave it on a cliffhanger. Bring back Colony. And then I'm watching series 4 of Poldark. Ross killed a man in a duel. And George is determined to defeat Ross, whatever the cost.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun. I think there's like 1 or 2 more episodes of this. Craziness. And then I've been listening to my Spotify faves playlist. We've been listening to the Everything Happens with Kate Bowler podcast, Criminal podcast, and Small Town Murder podcast, and My Favorite Murder podcast. But I'm caught up on that, so I have to wait for the episodes each week. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Somebody recommended a podcast, though, last week. I think it was last week in the show notes. In the
episode thread
on Ravelry. It's called the RFK tapes. And I don't think it's finished yet. There's 6 episodes out. I think it's going to be like 10 episodes long.
Robert freaking Kennedy.
I'm trying to get to where I can, like, see more information about it. That's the wrong one. Because it cuts off right there.
Hit the I button down there. No, down there.
Oh, there we go. When Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated in 1968, a lone gunman was captured at the scene, revolver in hand. It seemed like an open and shut case, so why did the police keep evidence hidden away for decades? It's going to be 10 episodes. Hosts Zach Stewart Pontier from Crimetown and Bill Clabber, author of Shadowplay, combed through previously secret police tapes and tracked down the people who were there to investigate troubling questions about one of the most significant crimes in American history. So, I'm probably going to wait till all 10 episodes come out and then just marathon it. So, I haven't listened to that yet, so I can't completely recommend it, but it was mentioned in last week's thread. So, what have you been listening to?
Just Spotify playlists.
Okay. Cool. Alright, well, we need to get cool again. So, we're going to move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our June, July, August.
Summertime and the living is easy.
Ow.
Yes. So this started on the 1st of June, runs through the 31st of August. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to summer. What's the fallback?
You made it in the summer.
Even if you're in the southern hemisphere, it still counts.
We forgive you.
No whips are allowed. You have to start your project the 1st of June or later and finish it by the 31st of August. In the FO thread, every project you finish and post counts as one entry into the giveaways, unless your project took less than 20 yards, 18.3 meters of yarn. If that's the case, you need to group into one post multiple projects that total at least 20 yards, 18.3 meters. And then that'll be one entry into the giveaways. Feel free to poly dip in other owls as long as it meets the rules. We have lots of lovely prizes on the screen right now. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors. If you'd like to see the the prizes in closer detail, get links, get the coupon code that one of our sponsors donated, you can go to
geekygirlsknit.com
or tune into the first podcast of every month. That's next week, where we talk about the prizes in detail. You have to be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry to participate. The hashtag for social media is hashtag GGKSummertime18. We will lock the FO thread the morning of the 1st of September and draw prizes on the next podcast. After that, if you are a winner, you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. We have a chatter thread on Ravelry where you can talk about what you're working on. Dammy gives shout outs there to everybody who finishes projects as well as here on the podcast. So Dammy, how about some shout outs?
A. Bingham, Amber NJ, Angie's Hip, A Simple Homestead, I Now Our, Falling Star 12, Frymeister, Hazy Summers, I Knit Socks 2, Jodidiah, Kersey S, Knit Central, Knit Live Love, Knitter Chow, Leaner, Elma Call, Mystery Sewer, Nicole S, Panushka, Phoenix Fire, Russ Strauss, Scrap Fair, S Keeling, The Cat Knit, Travel Socks, Wombat Knitter, and Yell Cat 2.
Great job, everybody. So you have just a little over a month left to finish your projects, so keep working on them and get them posted, and you might be a winner. All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
So before you ask the official question, I'm going to put a trigger warning in here because I'm going to be talking about infertility and miscarriage and the loss of a child, actually loss of children. If that's something that would trigger problems or anxiety or any issues for you, I'm putting a timestamp right here on the screen right now. Skip this segment and the timestamp will take you to the last segment of the podcast. I just know it can be difficult for some people to hear talked about, so I wanted to put that in. Not because I don't want to talk about it, but just I wanted to be sensitive because I know I've had issues as well. So just go ahead to this timestamp and you'll skip this segment. Okay, so Dammy, now what is the question?
The question is from Sarah, who is Auntie Knits a Lot from California. I was just curious, and please, if too personal, I understand. I suffer from depression because I can't have babies, and I was wondering if you suffer as well, and what books or what helped you deal with it.
Okay. I'm trying to think if we've even actually ever talked about this on the podcast. I know I mentioned some stuff when I got my tattoo in Scotland because of the birds and what they symbolized, but I don't know if I've actually ever talked in detail about our story. So we had huge infertility issues. We had wanted to have 4 kids, and we've got Dammy, our miracle. But before I got pregnant with Dammy, I got pregnant and miscarried our first baby, Jordan Taylor. We named all our babies, and that was very healing for us to be able to talk about them. We actually usually call him JT. We don't know the sex of any of them, but sometimes a mama's heart just has a feeling. So before Dammy, we lost JT, and then when Dammy was 2, we lost Micah Jaden, and then when Dammy was 5, we lost Noah Avery, all to miscarriages. And then I wasn't able to get pregnant again after that. And if you've been a viewer for a couple of years, you know that I had to have a full hysterectomy while we were living in Scotland. So there's no chance of having any more kids, which I don't know that I would necessarily want to at this point with you about to be 19. And with my health, I don't think I could actually handle raising another child at this point. But so that's kind of a little bit of our story. So it's been a number of years since I've done any reading around infertility, miscarriage, loss of a child, just because it's been a number of years since all this happened. We lost Noah 14 years ago, so it's been a number of years. But I know in the midst of all of it, I did read a few books that were helpful to me. I don't know if I were to read them again now, if they would, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to give you some of the books that I did read. One of them is called When Empty Arms Become a Heavy Burden by Sandra Glahn and William Cutcher. I'm putting all these books are in the show notes so that you can just click the link to go to them. There's that one. I read Hannah's Hope, Seeking God's Heart in the Midst of Infertility, Miscarriage, and Adoption Loss by Jennifer Saki. I read Silent Grief by Clara Hinton and When a Baby Dies by Ronald H. Nash. So those are ones that are directly around infertility, miscarriage, loss of a child, adoption loss. But then another book that really has helped me, not only in that area, but in many harsh parts of my life, is a book called The Broken Way, A Daring Path into the Abundant Life by Anne Voskamp. And it deals with finding healing for the broken areas in your life. So that's one that's not specifically infertility, miscarriage, loss related, but it was a helpful book for me. So those are the 5 books that that came to mind when I was reading and trying to come up with an answer for this question. So those might be helpful to you, Sarah. I just want to say to you, I'm so sorry. Infertility loss is not something I would wish on anyone, and it definitely changed our lives. There was lots of questions and not understanding and difficulty. And for someone who has not been through any of that, it's hard to understand. And so it can make relationships hard. Yeah. So we are so blessed to have Dammy. Yeah. But it is hard. It is very hard, and I don't have any words to make it better, other than I'm sorry. So, yeah, I hope that those recommendations are helpful for you. I know for me too, going to counseling was helpful in trying to deal with some of the emotions and feelings and around infertility and miscarriage and loss. So I would also recommend that, to find a good counselor in your area that you can talk to about these things, because there's no shame and no, I've lost words, around stigma. There you go, stigma about needing to see a counselor, needing to, I will honestly tell you that I have been on an antidepressant for probably 17, 18 years. I had severe postpartum depression after Dammy was born. So I know for me that I couldn't live my best life without seeking out treatment and help. So I just want to encourage you to not think that there's a problem with that. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to talk about these things. Find a person that makes you feel safe and talk about it. Because I think when it's hidden, it makes it harder. So that's part of the reason we've been so upfront with Dammy and with others talking about our babies that are no longer with us, because we wanted Dammy to know. We wanted her to know she does have brothers and sisters, and they're a part of our family, even if they're not here with us. So, yeah, I'm going to stop there because I'm about to cry. Sarah, lots of love to you, and to anybody else that's going through this. Lots of love, and I'm sorry. So, just, Dammy, if somebody has a question for us for this segment, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, we made it into the show. Even though we are extremely warm, we are very ready to turn the fans back on. So let's get through this final segment. So I am still doing lots of classes and webinars as part of my essential oils business. So my next online class is today, if you're watching this when it comes out, when the podcast comes out, July the 26th, Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 Central, 6 Eastern, 11 UK. That class will be on the top 10 essential oils. You can register for free for that event at oevent.com/oilswithcc. There's a link in the show notes. If you can't watch it live, you can still register. Just register for the watch later option, and I will make sure you get the link to be able to watch the recording of that. And then my August classes, so my in-person classes, I'll be teaching back to school with essential oils on Monday the 6th of August at 1 p.m. at Starbucks on Kitsap Way in Bremerton, Washington. I'll be teaching that same class on Wednesday the 15th at 5 p.m. at the Barnes & Noble Cafe at the Silverdale Mall in Silverdale, Washington. And then I'll be teaching the Essential Oils 101 classes on Monday the 20th of August at 1 p.m. at the Starbucks on Kitsap Way in Bremerton. And Essential Oils 101 on the 29th of August, that's a Wednesday at 5 p.m. at the Barnes & Noble Cafe in Silverdale, Washington. And then my online classes for August, again, all of these are on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, 6 Eastern, 11 UK. On the 2nd will be Essential Oils 101. On the 9th will be How to Get Free Oils. On the 16th will be Natural Solutions. On the 23rd will be Bullet Journaling and Natural Solutions. And on the 30th will be Back to School with Essential Oils. All those events you can register for at oevent.com/oilswithcc. They're all free to register for. I just need to know how many people are attending. And if, again, for the online ones, if you can't attend live, you can register for a watch later slot, and I'll make sure and get the link to you. If none of those times work for you and you'd like to talk privately, I'm happy to hop on the phone or a video chat with you and chat privately about essential oils because they are freaking awesome. Okay, do we have any other announcements, Dammy? Hello, why is my show notes not coming up? Here we go.
So.
I don't think so either. So we'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports the podcast, however you do that, but especially to those who support us financially, because it does cost money to do the podcast with prizes and shipping and technology and all that jazz. So a huge thank you to those of you who support us financially. There's 3 main ways you can do that. First is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives. You earn rewards based on the level that you donate at. There's fun things like getting the podcast early, coupon codes for patterns, postcards, yarn prizes, pattern prizes. So if you'd like
Pictures of pink pearl. We should make those exclusive prizes.
Oh, we should. We'll have to see about that. So if you would like to find out more about that or would like to sign up, you can go to
patreon.com/geekygirlsknit.
What's another way, Dammy?
There's a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
And we are amazon.com, .co.uk, and .ca affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you click through our website first, we earn a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you'd be doing anyway, especially with back to school coming up. Click through us first. We would very much appreciate it. So Dammy, where can they find links to all this, and where can they find us online and all of that stuff?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. Well, with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Please, 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 please remember to stay hydrated. We don't want anybody passing out from heat exhaustion, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water. I keep saying that to Dammy and to my friend Mel because she forgets to drink water.
I don't forget to drink.
And Pink, I'm like, drink some water, Pink, because it's important to stay hydrated. In my kitty with flowers, so I'm at the bottom of my cup. I need some more water. So make sure you're staying hydrated and staying cool. And we hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your week. And happy knitting. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
it's your new toy. It's your new toy. Do you want to play? Where'd he go? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Get it! Get it! Pink, you don't want to play with your new toy? Oh, you hear a truck outside. Danny, you're very good at this fetch game. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Get it! Where's your toy? Where's your toy? You better get it. Pink, you don't want to play with your toy. No paparazzi. I'm gonna sit on it.
Lazy? Oh my gosh.
You're a silly cat. Silly cat, silly cat. Why don't you want to play with your toy? Silly cat, silly cat. You're a silly cat. You have a mouse butt on your head. Are her eyes big?
No, she just looks annoyed. No.
No. Oh, that was an epic fail. She was batting it around the dining room floor this morning.